trading activities in the Nigerian Exchange Limited stock market yesterday began the week with negative sentiment as investors profit-taking in Airtel Africa PLC, Boa Foods, Guaranteed Trust Holdings PLC, and 20 others down market capitalization by about 75 billion naira. The overall market capitalization value lost 75 billion naira to close at 25.36 trillion naira from 25.46 trillion naira it opened for trading, while the NGX All Share Index declined by 139.02 basis points or 0.30% to close at 47,063.28 points from about 47,202.30 points it opened for trading. Furthermore, the month-to-date and year-to-date returns moderated to 1% and 10.2% respectively. The highly capitalized stocks that depreciated the markets were Airtel Africa, that dropped by 1.7% to close at 1,250 naira, and Boa Foods depreciated by 1.46% to close at 60 naira 90 kobo at the close of Monday. GTCO also declined by 0.75% to close at 26 naira 40 kobo, while Nigerian Bureaus tumbled by 0.31% to close at 47 naira 80 kobo per share yesterday. Meanwhile, market breadth closed at pars at 23 stocks, both advanced and declined. Guinness Nigeria, Len Africa, and NCR Nigeria recorded the highest price gain of 10% each to close 66 naira 55 kobo and 1 naira 65 kobo and 3 naira 63 kobo per share respectively. So let's look at the top 5 gainers for the day in their category. You look at Guinness, NCR, Len Africa, UPL, like I said earlier, and on the flip side you have company like Japao Gold, Courtvale, Custodian, and NGS Group, while Microfinance Bank, which belongs to Nigerian Police Force, declining by about 12 kobo there to close by at 2 naira 8 kobo at the end of Monday. So these are some of the quick look at the figures we have at hand now. But if you take a look at the sector movement, the NSE 30 declining by 0.01%, and NSE Banking remain flat, relatively flat there. You have NSE Industries declining by 0.07%, oil and gas declining by 0.24%, and insurance declining by 0.16%. So these are some of the figures we're having at the moment. It's time to bring in our regular analyst, Mr. Ambrose Omodion, Chief Research Officer, Invest Data Consulting Limited. He joins us via the telephone now. Thank you for your time, Ambrose Omodion.
Thanks for having me again.
What's your take on the performance of the equities market at the opening of market yesterday?
Yeah, I would say unfortunately that the market extended in the pullback as a result of profit taking yesterday. And also, if you look at the category of stocks that suffered losses yesterday, these high cap stocks also that push the market to where it is now. For me, I am not the stock that they are taking profit in Ether and Co, like GTB, Boa Food that also are part of stock that push the market up in January. For me, I'm not surprised that the market is players are taking a profit. And I said it last week that this season of earnings, that any season comes with volatility, not more of a direction. This volatility, I mean that you see up and down movement in stock, because every player in the market has different objectives and also they enter at different price. Once you able to make profit on your position, you are bound to take it out. And that's why you see stock goes up and down. And these are the beauty of stock market anywhere in the world. Because when it goes up and down, it gives opportunity for one to buy low and one to sell high. But for me, yesterday market is also a moderate one, because if you look at the market spread at an equilibrium, it tells you that market is also looking for information. And this information is what the inflation figure we're expecting today, at the same time, and the earnings that has led the market to this level. Now that companies will be coming with their corporate action or dividend announcement, that also change the face of the market. For me, the market is still strong. As long as the market just cross the short-term moving average of 7, marginally down, but still above 20 days moving average, 50 50 days moving average and 200 days moving average tells that the market is ready for investors to partake, especially those that want to enter for dividend. Now look at those companies that have consistent dividend paying policy and position before they announce their payouts.
Let's look at particularly the on 9-month unaudited financial report of Airtel Africa PLC. Yes, there was profit taking, but if you look at the price share or the share price of the stock, 1,250 naira per share there. So if you look at fundamentally, so how strong is this stock?
Okay, if you look at the sector where the company is operating, you know that all over the world, the tech industry is one ruling the world. And being a telecommunication that has multiple offices outside Africa, EdTech is bound to be in that thing, just because it's a duality company. You know that in Nigeria, any duality company has advantage of selling the same stock here in Nigeria, buying and sell in London or anywhere in the world. But I believe that EdTech Africa, because of the nature of its operation, and also operating in lots of almost 2 to 5 African countries, where they are also impacting on the bottom line of the company. That's why you see one of the account that just in 9 months was impressive for Airtel. Also, don't forget that Airtel also is listed in dollar and they pay in dollar their dividend. That's the attraction in Airtel. And also, don't forget that now that the government of Nigeria is also trying to run digital economy, that means the demand for data, both for Airtel results and Airtel results, that they are safe for data has increased. For me, it also impacts on Airtel. But my advice for investors in Airtel is that have a consider the trader. Once you reach your target, always find with our stock, the defensive stock, the numbers are looking good. Don't be carried away by the numbers. Once you reach your investment objective in that stock, you really just jump out for your profit and come back again. I think the stock going forward again to around 1,400, when they finally release their audited account by March. Because just do the 9 months forward for 9 months. They are still looking forward to see their audited account and around that end in March, around either June or May. So for me, Airtel has potential to go up depending on you as an investor. Also, Airtel is also one of what stock I classify as a defensive stock in nature. That means if you find that kind of stock, you can also to kind of do aggregate in your portfolio. I agree. But as you look at now, you mentioned the top gainers as earlier. But I would say from my own point of view, those top gainers, the only thing I would tell you is that don't be carried away that you're in a position that is going up. Also, if a stock is going up, always look at the volume to know whether the volume that oscillates, whether it is increasing or decreasing. If that is not available, automatically overnight becoming available, it's also send you signal. That means for those that are already positioned in a stock like Guinness, our advice, that's the advice I will give them, but I'm not in their board. It's time for them to take profit and leave that stock for now. Despite positive sentiments for the result, they cannot take it to 100 naira now. You know that this is not a dividend paying stock, and this is not the end of the year for Guinness. I would advise that investors in that position should sell off and take their position, their profit in that stock. Finish. Yeah.
Well, I still want to dwell on the Airtel a bit before we go to some other, looking at some other figures that we have at hand. Yes, if you look at subscribers, the subscriber base for Airtel at the moment falling in 3rd place after Globalcom, MTN, Globalcom, and then, of course, you have Airtel in 3rd place, about 37 million subscribers already. Where one wonders that perhaps that is also what is imparting into the bottom line and the buying interest we are seeing in the share of these. But how more or what more do we expect in terms of buy interest for the stock of Airtel?
Well, for me, I say that Airtel can also act as a defensive stock for investors in that stock because of the nature of its service. And I agree that earlier that this time on work because of the post COVID-19 era, we are seeing that the telecoms are here because a lot of things have changed. More from home, and people have reduced their travel here and there. Everything has been online. I believe that demand will also impact across them. MTN, Airtel, they will enjoy this data boom that they're experiencing until something. But I don't see changing again because we have come to adopt this kind of life that we work from home. We are doing Zoom meeting anywhere get carried away. If you have made more profit in that, you can cash it. But if you want to play defensive or to say down, so look the way of sector. Yeah.
But let's look at the top decliners now. The top 5 decliners for the end of yesterday. You have Courtville, Custodian in Insurance there. You also have NGS Group, and you have Nigerian Police Force Microfinance Bank declining by 12 kobo there. Well, Courtville lost about 4 kobo. Custodian lost about 45 kobo. While NGS Group lost about 1 naira 50 kobo. That's represented about 5.66% for the stock of NGS Group. Now, let's look at the factors responsible for this decline we are seeing in some of these stocks.
No stock rotation is a move from profit taking. A move from profit taking. As far as the stock are ready, investors are about to sell off and take their profit. That's why you see anywhere the world stock goes up and down. For me, those stocks are just suffered losses yesterday was as a result of profit taking in them. And for me, it's not a bad thing. That means those that are not in that stock, now that I pull back, and the factors that stay positive, or fundamental news for the company, you go ahead and buy in. Just because people are selling, they know why because they end up before you. But if you see on your own that the stock has potential to go up, you buy in and take opportunity in the market. For me, the decline is not that the stock is bad or the company is bad. It's because of profit-taking activities, which is also part and parcel of the market any day, anytime. When the stock rally, people say comes and they buy again. This is the beauty of stock market anywhere in the world.
Well, it's the second trading day, so what do we likely to see for the rest of the week? Because there seems a bit of a hand picking of stocks here and there, from banking sector to insurance, from insurance to telecom sector, and all across all the sectors as well.
Now, I'll tell you that investors will continue to reposition their portfolio, and also fund managers or institutional investors like a PFA, because the earnings release dates are closer. If the earnings dates are closer, they are bound to move from one stock to the other. That's why this portfolio reshuffling or the balancing will continue until start seeing those numbers. And I told you yesterday that for this month of February, we'll see those early filers coming to the market with their results any moment from now. That also will change the face of the market, depending their payout ratio. If a company like UCAP gives result today and pay 1 naira or 1 naira 20 kobo, it will change the face of UCAP at the market. If just like that, as the more earnings come and they come with their rewards for shareholders or for investors, that will also impact the market positively. For me, I'm not afraid that the market has just to break down the short-term average of 7 to where it is now, but it still has support because there are some fundamental news, which is part of them is this earnings and the expected dividend to move the price up. If today those statistics release their figure, let us know the state of the economy in terms of inflation. That will also add to the market depending on the outcome of the result we're expecting from the rule of statistics.
We'll talk about inflation the other day, whether it will likely reverse down or we were likely to see a jack up. So what's your expectation for today?
If going by what the reason they were adjusted for the uptick in December, it's good to go by that. I don't see going up in the month of January because they said it's because of festive period, there was a lot of demand, that's why the price, and also insecurity. Insecurity has not changed. Other period that it was coming down, apart from that December age up, they said because of insecurity and the festive period. Yes, in month of January, they were still insecurity in Nigeria, but there was no festive period. Let's see if that will make the price, the inflation to drop. Let's look for the figure. But if you look at the price of goods and services around us, we know that prices are still going high. But let's want to see the growth because they are the ones that give us statistics to guide us in our investment.